me, don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like.
Gordon's got the ground game. It's the coach, and this is.
Coach, just a beautiful fall night for football here in the Northeast as we are inside Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between our visitors. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the New England Patriots.
Here we go.
Choose the mic. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And some space here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The first carry for Josh Adams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, it's Adams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Noah Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
Let's go.
Rock it.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon.
Check.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep.
Version on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And caught by Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Jones on first down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
A drive that time of 6 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an completion here. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver...
Ready.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Open man is Trey Burton. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Here we go.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On the draw, it's Harris. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physical. And Browns got it. Touchdown, New England. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Melvin Gordon and the Chargers ready for their next possession. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility that people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's complete. Henry. They give him a gain of 38.
Let's go, baby.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, this is Harris. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Well, he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. 3rd and 2, Newton. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. From the 50, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton able to get away, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Watch tight end.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This is fielded inside the 5. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Hey, Charlie!
On 1st down, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Gordon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. Adams on the draw. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 42. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On 1st down, this is Adams. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They run on 2nd down with Adams.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Second down and goal. Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Shreds the tackle.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Ready?
Jones now operating from the gun. He completes it to Henry.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Jones over the middle, complete. It's Chapman. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jones now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Throwing Jones. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
After the sack on first down, Jones. And he's going to go down again. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones flushed out right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second. Week 8 in the NFL. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
61, matchbox lights.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On second and 11 now. Jones. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 5-yard touchdown. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here are the Chargers to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Jones. Throwing again. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones gets it to Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, this is Jackson, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Jones throwing on 1st down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Joe Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll begin here with Adams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Newton. This is caught by Hearns. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Allen Hearns. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Hey, wahoo!
Jones now, operating from the gun. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Under 10.
This is Gordon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
What we got?
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Mike 51. You ain't got nothing. Mike 51. Watch a slant.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. Precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Newton. This one into the hands of Burton. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. His throw incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's caught at the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Newton. Hearns brings it in. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen.
A carry for Adams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. New England on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Newton. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. They're going to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Come. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 24. Check 24.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. Able to slither by. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On 2nd and a couple, Jones. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Let's go.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So Cam Newton and his offense down by 12. 2:22 on the clock. Deuces wild. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Newton. He'll get this to Devlin, his fullback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, it's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. Catch is made by Harry. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And passing yardage. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
60 Pittsburgh.
Run inside, but nothing there. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Squeeze.
52. Shoot.
Fair. Fight.
They run the counter. Jackson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Showing it.
6-6, pull it high.
Bring it, guys. Fight 51.
Five. Hit it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish the season strong.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.